Louisiana gardening family. Today we're going to talk about how much did this thing actually cost us. It's been a while. I was trying to wait till I got some other things in line before we did this video, but I said why not? Today is a good day. While it's kind of like the off season for everybody, we can start talking about something like this, and it's called a conservation plan from NRCS, which is National Resources Conservation Service, right? The high tunnel is not a greenhouse. It's considered a unheated greenhouse. In turn, that it's only meant to extend the growing season, kind of protect your plants from frost. So where on each side of the season, instead of, sometimes, especially down south where it may be February and you're getting good weather like throughout the week, and you might get one day where the weather kind of dips low into the 30s or 20s, something like that, and then the next days is back to 50. That one day will kill all of your plants. But with this high tunnel, that one day may not kill everything because it won't have a chance to get that frost on your plants or that ice, and that's what actually kills most of our plants and vegetables. So more important than that is how much did we pay for this thing, right? If you've been watching and following our videos, you saw us went to Forest Hills, Louisiana, which is where JCM is located, the actual people that came out and put this up, and we went and looked at all different types. We ended up going with it was 28 by 100, which was 2,800 square feet, which is what we got approved for through the NCRS. In order to get a greenhouse, you have to first have the land. Some other things that make you do is get a soil test, and there's some kind of they call it like a helix determination. It's like a slope of land, a wetland determination type thing that some people come out and kind of survey the land. And then after that, it's just a whole bunch of waiting. And the waiting was more so on our part because we just wasn't ready. A lot of the trees, one tree wanted to get taken out to keep the trees from falling on it, kind of deciding where we wanted it to or where we wanted it to be at. And then so we go through a whole bunch of paperwork. Some people don't like paperwork, but here is the map out. They kind of map out the property. Can you see that through the camera? I got like most of my name and stuff covered. That's what all these yellow things are. But you have to, first you have to get a land and tract number. So that's a farm and tract number, which is what they make you go to a place and fill out for and get. While at Forest Hills, NCRS gives you a number that they're going to pay. Okay, so they say 2,800 square foot. We're going to pay, I don't know, just say we're going to pay $10,000. We're going to give you $10,000 to do that. This greenhouse here cost, I believe it was $12,900. For us, I think we got like, I'll show you, but we got like 11,000 and something. So they say we're going to give you $10,000. It's up to you to go and find the people to put this up. Like, the government isn't going to put it up for you. All they want is up to a certain spec. You can actually go and get the material yourself if you know somebody that knows how to put it up and get it put up. But they will come out and measure and make sure that everything is up to specs, that you haven't cut any corners with the money that they've given you. So, and I'm gonna let you see. So this is like kind of when you're going through the process of what all you want in your greenhouse. So we got the 28 by 100, and they're charging us $37.81 for that. And then we have inside ours, we have truss kits or trusses that run across. So for the 7 trusses, they're charging us $700. So $100 a truss. This is one cost that you don't need, but I wanted it in for more stability. And also I wanted it in so I can kind of hang some ropes and twines from it. That way to kind of grow better vining crops like tomatoes and cucumbers and things like that. And it just goes through the price. And you got an end wall kit, sidewall, gable shutters, eave angles. It's just everything is broken down all the way to the screws and poly wire. And you got your 6 mil is 50 by 140 clear 4-year, 6 mil plastic. You have your shade cloth, sorry, 55% shade cloth that they put on. That's the black
Paper on the top.
the back shade cloth that's on top. And it costs $2,500 for installation. To show you that we paid $1,738.50 for this greenhouse. Now I think when the government gives you money, I'm not sure, I won't know until tax season comes, that you still have to put that on your taxes that you were awarded that money. So I'll see how that works. I'm not quite sure, but I know they never let you win all the way. They always got a way to kind of come back at you. So be mindful of that. All right, so here is I just got this. This is a statement of work from JCM, and it's just showing what they're doing, right? So statement of work, effective. We signed this 6/22/2018, and I think we started the process back in January. On one of our papers, I had a signature for January. We actually started this way back in 2017 when we first got started. But what you want to see is the fee schedule, right? So this says the total balance is $12,910.50. NCRS is responsible for $11,172. A 50% down payment of $5,586 is due before production can begin. So NCRS will make a down payment or allow you to get the money and make the down payment. You got to kind of work it out with your NCRS person. The remaining balance is due upon completion. And this is where my name is right here. It says he is responsible for $1738.50 to be paid in full no later than 24 hours before the scheduled installation. So all we had to do was, they're not giving it away for free. All we had to do was save up, and that kind of slowed us down on doing some of the housework because I wanted to make sure we had enough money, because we had to choose whether or not we wanted to go concrete in the ground, or I think there's gonna put like an iron bottom on it. So the concrete you have to buy yourself if you want to do that. So we end up going with that. So that was some extra cost, maybe
$200 to $300.
Yeah, no more than $200. Between $100 and $200 maybe. We still have some bags left, so they didn't use it all. We actually chose, you could choose the 10-foot high. High tunnel means the height, the highest part of it to be 10 feet. But because we put the trusses, I chose to go 12 feet high because the trusses inside, I'm going to show you, it brings the length down or the height down. So if we would have put 10 feet high roofs with the trusses, it would have been down a little bit, 8 feet or whatnot. But you see how long it is, right? It's 100 feet long. So we'll go inside so I can show you some of the things. Actually, if you look here, this is what they call one of those Gable end shutters. And what we put this on for is, I didn't have the money. If I would have had the money, it would have cost me a little bit more. I didn't have the money to put the shutters in. But what I got them to do is, while they were doing the install, to actually just like put it in place, put the framing in place. And this is where you would put your shutters at. So if I had another $200 or so, I believe it was $238 a piece, or I can't remember, maybe not even that much. But you can actually have your shutters installed right here, and you can open it up and close it. If you look, also the doors cost different. These doors were like $500, I believe. So you can choose to have this doors, which is like a swing open door. A rabbit got in here and ate all our food out, so we had to actually plant some more plants. Or you can choose the roll down door that's like way at the back. These are actually the trusses that I talked about. These were $100 a piece. So I think it's about 7 or 8 of them on here that we actually end up going with. And like I said, I want to be able to hang some stuff, hang some twine down, and in these areas along my roads is where I will put like the tomatoes and cucumbers, where they can kind of bind up. At least, hopefully, that's what I'm thinking about. But everything else, like I say, right now it's probably about 50 degrees, and it feels about 60 degrees in here. It's not anything that's heated, so I guess in time, if you wanted to heat it and buy this big heater, you could, but I'm just looking just for season extension. We've actually started some of this. This was nice. I want to show y'all something. Come over here, and this is gonna be the last minute, and then we're gonna, because it was just about showing you how much I actually paid for this thing. Look at this. So we planted some seeds everywhere, all over here. As the seeds grew, we actually transplanted them like this, and we put them about 2 feet apart. And one day I came out, and I was like, we was enjoying how beautiful everything was looking. And then the next day, I opened the greenhouse, and everything was gone. But these 3 plants and
Some of the kale.
these kale plants over here. So I think a rabbit got in, and I guess it was like open season. They had a good time, and they couldn't even eat anymore. So they left us this right here, and with the frustration, I haven't even thinned it out. I'm just getting back around to coming out here really and doing some work, but I wanted to get y'all. Let's go walk over here to the last one, if you can. Probably drier this way. A lot of work left to do. We're still trying to get grass out and mulching and stuff. But that's good right there because it's getting wet. That's the last door right there. That's a cheaper door. It's just a roll-up door, kind of like the roll-up sides. I think that door is like $250 for to put that roll-up thing, as opposed to $450 or $500 for the swinging doors. And actually, this door actually gives you a wider clearance because it's not all the framing and bracing. So once it rolls up, it gives you like a clear 10 to 12 feet wide, as opposed to that one only gives you like, I think, 6 to 8 feet wide. So I think that's it. I covered everything.
Yeah.
Soil testing and
Stop.
and you only can grow in ground, so you can't like.
You cannot bring no pot in there. But
Yeah, I'm not sure how many years.
we
We did bring this up in here though.
we just bring this last pot because
Yeah.
look how beautiful that pepper is.
And
When
this pot here is just holding the plant up. That's why I got
it's
this
not
here.
really. It's not really.
Yeah, it's in the ground. This is one of the peppers that we saved out of the raised bed. Season extension, they can't get on me for that. I had to try to save those. Yeah. So $1,700, and you get a unheated greenhouse like this. Like I said, I don't know how long we can go before they actually give it to us totally. I think it's 4 or 5
3 to 4. I
years.
thought there was like 3 to 4 years.
I haven't really got. I need to ask more questions on that, but I know it's somewhere around that. And after that, you can actually do whatever you want. So we're waiting on that, however long that takes, and then we will start putting in some raised beds, things like that. Kind of messing with hydroponics maybe way down the line. But right now we're just gonna do what they let us do, is grow in ground, because that's what the high tunnel is for. They call it soil erosion conservation and season lengthening, right? Lengthen out the season. So thank y'all for watching Louisiana Gardening Family. And as always, this is a nice little pepper though.
That's like
Look
a
at the
Christmas
green,
tree.
baby. As always.
Green, yellow,
Yeah.
orange,
Grow,
red.
grow, grow. Peace. We out.